Oloye is the movie I'm reviewing today, and this movie can be found on Nwa Aba Comedy. A recap of this movie talks about, a young girl who ran back to the village after her family went bankrupt. Now, her family is well known to the villagers that your family is very rich. Now, she ran back, lied to the villagers that she needed money for investment and they are going to get a lot of benefits from it. In this process, she ended up scamming all the villagers who invested in supposed business that she proposed to them. She was caught and she was on the run. So this is what this movie is about. What I like about this movie, this movie is a comedy, fun-filled movie, and you guys know that I always love comedy movies, especially if it makes sense. Yes, this one actually makes sense. Yes, I love the storyline so much. Scamming people, getting caught, getting away with it. You definitely enjoy this movie if you watch it, and it has Ebube, Obio in there, so trust me, you definitely love this movie. Yes, the storyline is very fun, interesting, lesson taught in the fun cruise comedy. So yes, I actually enjoy all of that in this movie. Another thing I like about this movie is location. You guys know that I do love location, good location, especially if the movie it doesn't make sense, but this movie actually makes sense. Location too is on point, so I'm guessing this movie was made in Aba. But anywho, the location for this movie was really interesting. They had a lot of village shoots or community shoots, and there were scenes where on the run people were running but camera was not shaking. That was really nice. Location for this movie in general was really fun because they gave us a transition from the city to the village, and we saw all of that locations for this movie. I really enjoyed the location, the houses of each individual or each cast that was being scammed. You could just imagine there were a lot of them in there, so and each houses were shown, so you can just imagine, guys. That was really nice. Location was on point for this movie. I like that. Another thing I like about this movie is costume. From Ebube down to waka past people, they look the part. You know how we have this local village community outfit that goes on when cast are acting. Yes, that was really nice. The elderly women look the part. They do not look wretched. They look simple, moderate, normal, just like we see in our day-to-day life. We see people who are not wealthy, neither are they that poor, and they look really decent. So this is how, like, a normal community, and it was just flowing, and I love every bit of that. Costume was on point. And Ebube, who happens to scam people, she has to look rich but she's poor, and she look exactly that. She looks really good with her fake chains and stuff like that, and she always has this customized cape, and she look really good. I think producer really thought well to make sure that she looked the part. She looked presentable. She looks really good. She looks like someone who came from the city, so she looked different from the villagers, and I like that. Finally, what I like about this movie is the acting and cast of this movie. Each and every one in this movie was like a natural. All of them were natural. You know how some people are just naturally talented? This is how I felt watching this movie with everyone in there. This is like upgraded Asaba movie, to be frank with you, because I don't even know which character in this movie that was not on point in terms of acting. I enjoyed each and every one of them. There were a lot of them. The police officers came, they were natural. The community, the women, the husbands, look, every one of them were so good in this movie, and I love that so much. So yeah, pretty much those are the things I like about this movie. What I don't like about this movie, let me start with the basics. The size of this movie was a very big lay down for me. I don't know why the frame size was so tiny. When you watch this movie on Nwa Aba Comedy, the channel had other movies which of course were posted in the right size. So I don't know why this movie was posted in this tiny little size. That was a big disappointment. Another thing I don't like about this movie is that it's super long. Yeah, this movie was so long, trust me. And it's fun, but it's very long. So if you have like 2 hours 30 minutes to spare and you love Ebube, I'm guessing you will love this movie, but it's super long. So that was something that was disappointing. I don't know why this channel had a lot of movies that had 2 hours, almost to 3 hours time limit for his or her movies. I don't know who owns this channel, but yeah, like the movie is super long. So if you're a fan, I'm sure you will love that. Another thing I don't like about this movie was the fact that Ebube was not arrested. Like, there were no arrests. They didn't find her. She actually ran away. She is on the run. And I mean, this is something. Does that mean that we can, people do, I mean, it's happening in real life anyway. People get away with scamming people. I mean, we've seen it time and time again. Even our neighbor will scam you, sell something fake to you, or just double or triple the price. That's still scamming. So obviously, I mean, but in this movie, I mean, we know how bad now. They are supposed to send us a message, tell us something, send a message to us that bad people should not get away with doing bad things. I mean, the message should be clear. Do you get me? If you do bad thing, you'll be caught and apprehended. If you do bad thing, you go to court, you go to jail, you go to prison. Like, that did not happen. We got away. I just trying to say you do bad things and still got away. That's what I'm saying, that it happens in real life. But this is a movie. You are supposed to send us a message, teach the younger ones, teach your viewers, fans, that if you do bad, you'll be caught and you'll go to prison. So message is supposed to be passed, or a message is supposed to be taught at the end, and that did not happen. So that's what I'm saying that I do not like about this movie. But that notwithstanding, it had almost everything that I always complain about in movies. So that was a big plus. And on that note, I'm going to rate this movie a 6/10. If you haven't watched Oloye, please do what to watch. It's a good movie. You will love it. Just have in mind that it's super long. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. I'll see you all in my next movie review.